Hi there, we're back in New York City, but still island hopping from Turks and Caicos to Manhattan, from Manhattan here to Rats Island, which I'll get to in a minute. But first, a few words on the real estate market. The last quarter that included the debt ceiling crisis, the S&P downgrade of the US, the earthquake and the hurricane down in New York City, ended up with strong sales volume, over 3,000 sales, slight price increase, more negotiable seller and smaller inventory. The positive numbers from this latest report, in contrast with a not so positive economic outlook, combined with some internal reports, lead me to believe that things will be flat in the coming quarter, maybe even cooling off as we head into the winter. The good news are for buyers. Nowadays, it's a special time to be buying. This is why. Since the market dropped in 2008, 2009, prices remain at a relatively low level, allowing for an upside in the coming years. Sellers are more negotiable, and the big one, interest rate. Today, you can borrow the cheapest money available since 1971. So here's what you can borrow for $4,000 of monthly payment. With 6% interest rate, 30 years fixed loan, which is more in line with average, even lower range, you can borrow $670,000. With 4% rate, which you can obtain today, you can borrow $840,000. It is as if the market would drop 20%. So if you're looking for this special deal nobody heard of, the diamond in the rough, the steal deal, this is it. And to take it to the strong words even of the #1 investor in America, Warren Buffett, we simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Moving on, today we took a boat from City Island in the Bronx to Rat Island to film Rat Island, which made headlines a couple of weeks ago. As you may have heard, the island was sold to an individual for $160,000. The island of 2.5 acres, about the size of 2 football fields, was originally bought by the city of New York in 1888 from the estate of Thomas Pell, who established the town of Westchester and owned large parts of New York and the Bronx. Pell used the island as a hospital for 40 patients infected with typhoid. The island then turned into a colony for writers and artists. You can still see the remains of cobblestone walls. After a few change of hands, during which the island was used as a private club and storage to salvage equipment, the island now is in the hands of one Mr. Alex Schnibley, who lives across the river and can actually see the island from his house. In a recent interview to CBS, Mr. Schnibley said he bought the island to protect it, go out on it and have some guests, which is not a bad idea other in stormy weather when the island is almost completely immersed in water. As the story goes, there used to be a prison on Hart Island, and when the prisoners used to be called rats, used to break out of jail, they used to stop here on their way to freedom in mainland Bronx. That's it for us today. Happy holiday season, and I will speak to you soon.